Yes, I know that I know. That's probably one of my favorite old hymn book songs to play. Yes, I know. Well, yes, I know that it's 2023. Welcome, welcome to and Happy New Year to everybody as we kick off this new one here. Anxious to see what it's going to hold. Probably just going to be a lot more confusion, a lot more political chaos. But God is still God, and God's going to do what he says he's going to do. And I got a feeling he's going to do a bunch of it in 2023. So we just need to hang on. And the message that we heard all through these holidays from different ministers was don't let your eyes be focused on what's going on in this world, what's going on in politics, what's going on in the economy, because we don't live in God's economy. I mean, in the world's economy. We're in God's economy, and we don't live in the politics of this world. We live in the kingdom of God, and so we need to be aware of that. And I'm making it a point this year. I said I was going to maybe cut my Fox News in half or something, but not hear so much bad, because I believe that God's going to do some wonderful things this year. And but I'm glad you joined me tonight to pick a little. I got the old black telly down. I've been playing a little bit this evening. My fingers feel pretty good. The arthritis is really wreaking havoc, and it's part of that aging thing, and it's a little difficult to play these days, but they feel pretty good today, and I've been sitting here playing about 30 or 40 minutes. But I'm going to play 2 or 3 or 4 songs for you. It won't keep you late, keep you long. Monday Night Football ain't on tonight, or no football, I don't think, but boy, man, it's so tragic for the Cincinnati Bengals last night. Is it Bengals? Is that who it is? I'm not a football fan, but it's tragic that 24-year-old young man went down on the field like he did. Y'all keep him in your prayers. I saw on the news a while ago that he's still in critical condition. God is still God, no doubt about it. And, well, I'm going to play some old ones for you tonight. Hadn't played in a while. And, come too far to turn. I don't know if it's turn back or look back. I ain't gonna look back. I ain't gonna turn back because we've come too far. We had a great. I got a whistle when I turn over there a little bit. We had a great New Year's weekend, New Year's Eve. We went to Nashville, Tennessee, to Regeneration Nashville, and boy, it was a great time. The Isaacs were there. That's their home church. Of course, Becky was at home, you know, the deal with her, and she's doing good. But the Isaacs did a great job New Year's Eve, and then Higher Ground, Wayne Hilliard and Higher Ground, boy, they sung the socks off, and they really done a job on that New Year's Eve service. And then Pastor Kent had some great words. It was good, but we stopped off on Sunday morning. We stayed at a hotel about 20 miles east of Nashville. Everything I priced, all the hotels downtown, around downtown Nashville, was running anywhere from $300 to $500 a night. New Year's Eve and Grand Ole Opry in town, everything that was going on, the big Nashville bash they were having there, and the stuff that even what we call a cheap hotel up close to the church there, like a Days Inn or something like that, was about 175 plus tax, hitting about $200 a night. So we stayed about 20 miles back and got a little better rate, and out there on I-24, and it happened to be at the exit where Bobby Howard's church is, the Father's house there in Laverne, Tennessee. And so we were 2 minutes from his church. So when we got up on Sunday morning, we just sneaked in to Brother Bobby's church and enjoyed a great Sunday morning service to kick off the new year with them. And they were singing, the praise team was singing, and they're kind of a country gospel church, you might say. I know they're Southern gospel, but they got some good players, some good singers. They got a drummer, a bass player guy, and pastor's son-in-law plays rhythm guitar, and 3 or 4 singers. Anyway, they sang a song that you don't hear sung much in church, especially in a Sunday morning service. And let's see if you can figure out what this one is. I saw the light. Oh, that's kind of funny. I put that track on here and I pulled it off the wrong place, and it had an extra guitar part in there. But anyway, that was I Saw the Light. I like this one. Why I said a while ago it was my favorite hymn song. This is probably one of my favorite old songs. And boy, it speaks volumes today, because as we go into the new year, well, we're not as we go in, as we continue in the new year, we're in the new year. We don't have a clue what this year is going to hold. We don't know what next month's going to hold. We don't know what next week is going to be like, and we don't even know what tomorrow holds. But we sure know who holds tomorrow. That's a good old song. Well, if I make sure I got a camera, I started to switch my third camera over here, and I switched, and I saw it go black, and I looked, and the camera, I guess it was on battery instead of plugged up and went dead. But I got two working. I was in the studio going through some stuff the other day, and I found something here that is probably about 50 years old. Maybe not quite 50, but very close to it. I got the Mosrite guitar from Simi Mosley in May of 1974. And I don't know if this had this, but this is almost 50 years old. But this guitar strap was made by a guy named Mickey Hyatt. I believe that's who made it. And Charlie got my name on it. Isn't that cool? And I played this for the Mosrite. And but over the years, I seem to have enlarged in my ministry all the way around, because I was skinny, poorly back in those young days, and this strap fit. And I got it out the other day. I have lost a little weight, and I put it on. And this guitar may be just a hair high. And I may can get a little piece put it back at maybe about 1 inch is all it needs. But I thought, man, that's pretty cool. I'll get this old strap out and strap it on my telly there and play it this year. By the way, this year, my plans are, I say my plans are whatever God wants us to do. That's the truth of the matter. But what I hope to do is we're going to do some single dates, just, one date go and come back home throughout the year, 1 or 2 a month maybe. And, I'm supposed to be retired now. I'm 75. That was the thing, retired. But it ain't happened. It ain't going to happen. I'm just going to try to get refired instead of retired. And but we're going to do some single dates throughout the year. But I'm hoping to do a tour in maybe March or April. And maybe up in Indiana, Ohio, some places that we go up through there and do a couple of week tour. And then I want to do another Northeast tour in probably about November of this year, up in late October into November up into Pennsylvania. We got churches all around through Pennsylvania we go to, and that area up through there, Virginia, Pennsylvania. And so I want to do 2 extended tours this year, and then the single dates that's thrown in between there every now and then, which will be about all this old boy could probably do. But if you're one of our pastor friends that happens to be watching this and have any interest in us sharing with you this year, we've really done less than we've ever done since COVID. Last year, 2021, was a real good year, considering coming off of COVID and it's still like it was. This year we didn't do, I haven't counted up, but we didn't do as many dates this year. But I'm looking 2023 to get out there and roll some miles and still share the word. And we put together a few new songs, older songs. I'm pulling some off of some older albums. I may even put together a new CD. I hadn't planned on doing another CD. My last album was an instrumental album, but then I may put about 3 or 4 new songs or newer songs, and then pull some off some way, way, way back, and we'll just have to see how that goes. But I was going through some tracks, and I found this, and Linda sings this song. We did it on an album years ago, and I just found the track, and I've never played it as an instrumental. But I'm gonna give this a shot. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. We'll see how it goes and see this. How beautiful heaven must be. It's got to be, church. It's going to be no doubt beautiful. Walls of jasper, gates of pearl, streets of transparent gold. I don't know what transparent gold is, but can you imagine what gold it would be so thick and you could just see through it? I mean, boy, it's going to be something to see. That's for sure. I was listening to one of my, I have about probably 5 favorite guitar pickers, maybe a few more. And Doyle Dykes is probably my guitar hero. He's my favorite guitar picker. There's a guy up around the Cincinnati area by the name of Ray Cummins. I love to hear Ray pick. He is one super player. He's smooth as Chet Atkins picker you ever heard, fingerstyle. And like Tommy Emmanuel, like a whole bunch of them. But I was listening to, can't even think, I said my favorite, one of my favorites, can't even call his name now. But anyway, I was listening to a track of him playing, and he was using this guy was playing an amp or some kind of delay thing, like an old Echoplex. When I was back in the 70s and 80s, well actually 60s, 70s and 80s along in there, and the 90s, that a long time when they first come up. Steve Wariner, I'll get it to Steve Wariner, so I'm talking about. He was playing, and it sounded like one of those old tape Echoplexes. And I used one of those for years, and it's got that. That little that, and a little reverb to it. I thought that's exactly, he was playing the telly like this. I thought that's exactly the way I want my guitar to sound. That's how it sounds. I'm with this effects processor. I got a Lexicon MX200. It has 2 different settings, and it has 2 different effects side by side. You can mix 2 together, and then I've also got effects in the mixer that I could even add a 3rd effect if I want to. But Steve Wariner was playing some stuff in I'm learning this song, and I've got so much to thank Him for, so much to praise Him for. See, He's brought me through so many things. When I see where He's brought me from, where I think I'm gonna, I've got so much to thank Him for. I've got so much to thank Him for, so much to praise Him for. You see, He's been so good to me. That's what it is. When I look at where He's brought me from, I've got so much to thank Him. So much to praise. See, He's been so good to me. When I see all He's done, where He's brought me from, I've got so much to praise Him for. When I see where He's brought me, where He's I've got so much to praise Him for. I've got the words on my other iPad, but I didn't have it here, and I about learned the chorus, and I can sing the song if I've got the words in front of me, but I don't, and so I'm trying to memorize the words, and we're going to sing that for you in a couple of weeks. And I got another one I'm working on. But we need a couple new songs for this coming year. And that's an old Spencer song that goes back a long way. I've got so much to thank Him for. Well, let me get off here, and went a little longer than I was expecting tonight. Let me, I might as well just play this and to get the new year in. Here we go. haven't played that since last year sometime. All right, guys, going to get out of here, and hope to see y'all soon. Got something there whistling there every time I lean over, but God bless you, and hope to see you soon. Probably see you next week. Who knows?